and welcome to Good Day LJ, Sunday Morning News. I'm Michael Merlock.
And I'm Zelda Jenkins.
And we've got a great show in store for you today. And we'll kick it off with our very first segment in recent news. Recently, the Day of Love just passed. That day, of course, being Valentine's Day. And nobody celebrated more than Nathan Ellert, or what we might call him, El Hart. And him and his girlfriend took a wonderful selfie together for the whole world to see. And well, Zelda, his friends had a few things to say about it. Colin Fungus said, destroy her in Battlefront. Din Mezzaleret said, que romantico. And Valentin said, hashtag wholesome, cry face. Exciting news for Nathan and what seems like all his friends. And next, on Valentine's Day, there was, not everyone had a partner. I heard that Kitsy was very lonely. Just alone. Most of Valentine's, the whole day, she was alone. And there was a great phone debate that went on in the youth group. And it was Jack's phone, and there was an argument about whether the back of his phone looked like cookies and cream or granite. And they did a poll, and 50 people said granite, and 47.3 people said cookies and cream.
How do you get 0.3 of a person?
I believe a drug dog was actually involved, and perhaps he just was smelling the cookies and cream.
In other news, the wall in their room got knocked down. So now we have a giant game room with a ping pong table and foosball and another place to hang out.
I heard, Zelda, that you marched around that wall like the walls of Jericho and blew a trumpet and everything.
That's what was rumored.
And we had a strange visitor from Russia visit the youth group this week, and he introduced us to a tradition native to his home country, and that is egg Russian roulette. And let's just say things got a little messy.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
And congrats to Elena this weekend as she got baptized. We are so happy for you and the steps you're taking.
Now let's go live to our reporter in the field, Rick Story. He's got the story.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's
Rick Story here, on location, junior high, middle school camp, Big Bear Lake, California. I'm here with Captain A. Habby. Captain, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you!
Amazing. How does that ice taste?
Icy!
Riveting. How's the weather today?
A nice cold!
Wow. Now, what was your favorite part of this weekend?
My favorite part was going tubing!
Tubing. Very fun. Now, what did we learn this weekend?
About how a guy went fishing but couldn't catch any fish, and then a random guy, but it was actually Jesus, but they didn't know, so he said, he was yelling and saying, try the other side! And then he's like, okay! And then they tried it, and then there was a lot of big fishies, and then they had it for breakfast.
Yes, very good. Now, what's your favorite letter of the alphabet, being a pirate?
R!
Do you have a second favorite letter of the alphabet?
Yes! C!
I think that was Spanish. But, more important is, back to you in the studio.
Are we on? We're on. Right. Yeah, thank you, Rick. That was a great update from Rick Story and Captain Ahabi. And by the way, happy birthday to the captain who turned 12 last Friday. And now let's go to a high school highlight from camp. The kids were boosting airs as they went snowboarding and skiing. Somebody who boosted themselves to the ground, though, was Malia. Malia Nelson tried to go down the wall, and she spun like a starfish all the way down. And it was quite embarrassing for her in front of all her friends. And she was not the only one to go down like a starfish. Gabby also went down the Olympian like a starfish. She just kept going and going, and I'm not sure she's back home even yet. And now, let's go to LJ Happenings.
This Tuesday night, the middle school group is having Build Your Own Pizza Night. We will be building pizzas, we will be playing games, and thank goodness we get a week off from hearing Pastor Harry speak.
I personally get a lot from his messages, but in other news, there is a faith club at LJHS in Mr. Boyd's room. There will be games and pizza, and I believe Pastor Harry might show up as well and have a few things to say. I don't know. This has been Good Day LJ. I'm Michael Merlock.
And I'm Zelda Jenkins.
And remember, frogs cannot swallow with their eyes open. Frogs.
Frogs.
Here's